Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, everyone. It is 12:16 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this 12th day of March, 2021. Taking a look here at our cryptocurrency markets. This is Bitcoin's chart. This is a three-line break chart. I just did an article on this guy today. Read that if you want to know more info on what's happening here. We're going to use the same chart style to kind of go through the list here and see what we have going on. And we're looking at things on an hourly chart. So Cardano, did an article on Cardano yesterday. If I scroll out and we get to the lows here in November of 2020, we get to see the volume profile and how it operates where we're currently at. Right now, it's a lot easier for Cardano to move lower because of what we've got going on up here, and this should stay the same. Yeah. So we have a high volume node here at 106, and then in between 106 and the next high volume node, which on this visual range, this is a volume point of control at 90. 90 is the next support level. So 90 is where we would more than likely see some support come in. Looking at the ADX and the DIs, directional index, the ADX is the blue. I don't often use the ADX, but it is actually quite useful to use with the line break charts. The ADX is the blue line, and it's not a moving average. And it doesn't follow the direction of the market. Well, it kind of does. Basically, the ADX is a measure of trend strength. And the theory is that anything above level 25 is a trending market. So you could be in a bear market. So let's look at an example of that. So you see you have this downside market in Cardano. Look at the blue line. It's above 25. When it's above 25, it's confirming that there's a downtrend, so that it'll actually slope up while the market moves down. And if it's in a bull market, it will slope up. And then the green and the red line, they represent the buying and the selling pressure. So right now we have sellers are in control. And they have been in control, whereas buyers have been weaker. If we start to see buyers curl up and sellers curl down, that could be an early sign that we're seeing the market change direction. Pay attention to that when you get closer to the 90 level in Cardano. Ethereum, pretty thick profile up here, but there is a wide open space between 1800 and 1350 basically. And we are seeing exactly what I was just talking about. Look at where the ADX is at, the directional index. You have green pointing south and red pointing up. That means selling pressure is increasing. And somebody asked me once, not here, but does the crossover of the directional index matter? It can at times, but otherwise, I wouldn't look at crosses of the DI and the D minus to really matter. It's a good visual to determine, okay, well, what kind of, who's in control here, and is there a trend to support it? Okay, so that's on Ethereum. Litecoin, we're starting to see the same situation. We're starting to see, a spike in selling pressure versus buying pressure. What is Ripple doing? I haven't looked at Ripple in forever. Ripple still has a lot of selling pressure, and the trend is flat. The ADX is at 11.8, basically 12. So there's really no clear trend here. But I tell you what, if you see Ripple drop down below 40.77 or basic, let's just say 41 even, and you see the ADX at 25 or above, that's the cue that you're going to see a pretty sustained trend south. And let's check out OX. OX has had a lot of activity. Yeah, we did an analysis on OX last week, and I mean, look at the directional index, the red and the green. I mean, they're very, very, very close together. That's a sign of consolidation, and I mean, just clear evidence that we don't know which direction we're going, but there are a lot of signs pointing to where some support structure may be. And there's not a lot of resistance structure up ahead because we have not been at these highs before. And yeah, we'll just kind of leave it there. Taking a look at the total market cap. This is the altcoin market. The altcoin market, we are seeing selling pressure increase versus buying pressure. And the thing is right now is that the trend is ending. So the uptrend that we look at, that has been ending. We have pretty much a bear flag going on here. Total market cap. It's kind of a sloppy directional index, but this is looking like there's a slight uptick in buying pressure and a downtick in selling pressure. But we'll see. We'll have to watch this very carefully. I mean, things are definitely in an extreme, and we're getting close to a seasonal change, which affects a whole ton of markets for whatever reason. Just pay attention to that. But otherwise, that'll do for now. Y'all have a good rest of your trade day. Take care of yourselves, and I look forward to speaking with you next week. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.